Onestead, a Capitol Police officer and documentary filmmaker, are among those set to testify during a prime-time hearing of the House committee investigating the deadly January 6th Capitol insurrection tonight. The hearing is set to unveil as yet unreleased video, audio, and a mountain of evidence about the events that unfolded that day. The panel will warn the deadly siege put democracy at risk and will detail the backstory as defeated then-President Donald Trump tried to overturn Joe Biden's 2020 electoral victory. KPFA will broadcast the hearing live with analysis starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Most major networks will broadcast the event. Fox News is not among them. The House passed sweeping gun control legislation in response to recent mass shootings in Buffalo, New York, and Uvalde, Texas. The Protecting Our Kids Act would raise the age limit to 21 for purchasing a semi-automatic rifle and prohibit the sale of ammunition magazines of more than 15 rounds. The vote was mostly along party lines, with 5 Republicans joining Democrats. 2 Democrats voted no. It has almost no chance of becoming law as the Senate is pursuing more modest proposals. The House today is debating red flag gun legislation. 19 states and the District of Columbia already have such laws in place that allow the confiscation of firearms from people deemed a threat to themselves or others. Ahead of the vote, an 11-year-old who survived the Robb Elementary School mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas, by smearing blood of her murdered friend on her body to appear dead, recounted her terrifying experience at a House hearing on the nation's gun violence epidemic. Here's Mia Cerrillo.
Shot my teacher and told my teacher goodnight and shot her in the head. And then he shot some of my classmates and the whiteboard. He shot my friend that was next to me, and I thought he was going to come back to the room, so I grabbed the blood and put it all over me.
Zanetta Everhart's son survived the racist mass shooting in Buffalo, New York, where a white supremacist went on a shooting spree at a supermarket targeting African Americans. She called for his parents to be held accountable, noting they bought the alleged gunman a shotgun for his 16th birthday.
My son, Zaire, has a hole in the right side of his neck, 2 on his back, and another on his left leg, caused by an exploding bullet from an AR-15.
Gun control advocates rallied outside the nation's capital in support of gun control measures. Some 450 marches are planned across the country and the world this weekend, demanding action on gun control. House Democrats passed a resolution condemning the Great Replacement theory that communities of color are taking over, replacing white people. It was cited in a manifesto by the alleged white supremacist who killed 10 black shoppers at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York. Christopher Martinez reports.
Democrat Jamal Bowman of New York is the author of that resolution.
To condemn the Great Replacement myth, which is a delusional white supremacist conspiracy theory.
White replacement theory came to public attention after the 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, where marching white supremacists and neo-Nazis chanted, "Jews will not replace us." Bauman says the nation has been mourning since it was founded, and he says we must combat white supremacy.
Great Replacement myth is a racist, anti-Semitic, Islamophobic, xenophobic, nativist, and hateful lie. It's 2022, and black people are still being hunted down and killed in America. The same goes for every person of color, Jewish people, the LGBTQ+ community.
That resolution passed, with 2 Democrats, Jared Golden of Maine and Alyssa Slotkin of Michigan, joining Republicans against the measure. Reporting for Pacifica Radio News KPFA, I'm Christopher Martinez.
The Justice Department has named a team of 9 people, including an FBI official and former police chiefs, to aid in a review of the law enforcement response to the deadly Uvalde, Texas elementary school shooting. The police response has come under fire after video emerged showing parents breaking school windows to help children flee. As police stood idly by, it took officers nearly an hour to act, while they tased, pepper sprayed, and put parents in handcuffs as the gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers. A man carrying a knife, a gun, and zip ties was arrested Wednesday near Justice Brett Kavanaugh's home in Maryland after threatening to kill the justice, citing Kavanaugh's stance on abortion and gun laws. The mayor of Sierodonetsk says 10,000 civilians are trapped as Russian forces pound the eastern Ukrainian city, and the two sides wage street battles that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says could determine the fate of the critical Donbass region. I'm Christina Onnested reporting for Pacifica Radio.